Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joanne, and yes, this is my very first video on here. I usually just post clips on here, but now today this is my very first recording. Thank you to all my subscribers, 1,300 of you. And yeah, if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Welcome. So today I would like to talk about Kylie Cosmetics. As you all know, this year marks 10 years since Kylie Cosmetics became a thing. And guys, if you see me peeping down, I'm just reading my notes. I wrote a script. In 2015, Kylie Cosmetics, which was back then it was called Lip Kits by Kylie, released 3 products. The products sold out in less than a minute. I was first introduced to Kylie Jenner when I first watched the reruns of Keeping Up with the Kardashians on E. Yes, around 2018 there, and I saw, though it had been like 3 years after the brand had started, I was able to see what the hype was all about. Even the website crashed, so you can just imagine how big these lip kits were back at that time. Let's now go to the second point, the hype around the brand. So at that time, as I had said, guys, like the product sold out in under a minute, and even the website crashed. So you guys can see how the hype was around the brand at the time. Even like in around 2016, like in May 2016, it was reported that there were packages being stolen. People who had ordered online, they didn't receive their product. Kylie Cosmetics back then had a very recognizable packaging. Like the packaging was black with dripping white, like it was being stolen. So you can just imagine how people wanted to get their hands on the products. Social media played a very huge role in the hype around the brand, because people would review the products, and even though some reviews were not very positive, it kept the brand in constant conversation, and people wanted to get their hands on it. Let's talk about why the products hit at the time. So I think the main reason is because, like, I remember seeing like people talk about Kylie's lips. Okay, I was very young back then, but online now, when people talk about the brand, people talk about how everybody wanted to get the Kylie lips. You know, Kylie had these very beautiful lips, and because her audience was very young, teenagers to maybe early 20s, Kylie said that her lips were natural. And then later on, she came out and said it was actually like she had fillers on, but at that time, she told people that she was wearing a lipstick with matching lip liner, and people went and bought that. And also at that time, the body aesthetic on IG was becoming a thing, so people wanted to get that. So I think that was the reason why the product hit at that time. Initial reviews of the products were mostly positive. As I had said, Kylie had a huge following, and people like loved the product so much. And yeah, even though there were some other negative reviews, like some people said the product were drying, but most people loved the product. But another thing was, at that time, like many influencers like thought that the product's quality matched to Colourpop. And if you guys don't know, Colourpop and Kylie Cosmetics were basically manufactured by the same people, CD Beauty. So others were like, you know, the quality is the same. It's just Kylie's name that's making it more expensive, but it's basically the same thing. So that was another critique people had of the brand. But overall, the reviews were very positive. Now let's talk about the memorable moments of Kylie Cosmetics. And when we talk about the memorable moments of this brand, we have to talk about the collections, guys. Even I didn't even know that they still did collections till today. Like this year I've seen Cosmic 2.0, because the first Cosmic was just her perfume, but now they released matching makeup to the second edition of her perfume. She did collections with first her sisters, And then holiday collections. When I did my research, I was able to see that she did holiday collections from 2016 up to 2020. I love the 2020 collection because the Grinch inspired, yeah, it was green in color. I loved it so much. The holiday collections were some of Kylie Cosmetics' most memorable moments, as I've said. The first holiday collection was released in 2016. Yes. And then also other memorable collections were with her sister. My favorite is the one with Kendall because the color purple. Yeah, I'll put a photo here so you guys can see what I mean. She released with all her sisters and also her mom. As I've explained how like the brand basically went up from there was definitely signs of a downfall from Kylie Cosmetics. Critics of the brand was, as guys as I've mentioned, these collections happened like holiday collections happened each year. Also there were Valentine's like day collection, birthday collections, this created oversaturation of the products. That was one thing that many people critiqued Kylie Cosmetics for. Yes. Another one is decline of the lip kits craze. By 2018, like lip gloss was becoming a thing. Lip oil also. So the thing that made Kylie Cosmetics like famous was now getting out of like fashion. So now people were moving on. Another controversy, the brush set controversy. On TikTok, I think it was last year, I saw this clip of Jeffree Star resurfacing, critiquing like Kylie Cosmetics because of the brush set. He was talking about how the quality was very low and how the product like it was too expensive and it was not even like that good, and the brand had first advertised itself as being affordable makeup. Kylie Cosmetics like audience was very young, so a $360 brush set was crazy. And this happened in 2017. Then competition in the beauty market. When Kylie first released her brand back in 2016, there were not many like celebrity makeup brands. But by 2017, Rihanna had released Fenty Beauty, and it had really shaken up the market by releasing many foundation shades and being inclusive. And people saw Kylie Cosmetics as like, this is just a money grab now. There are other celebrity brands to turn to. And then by 2020, Selena Gomez had released her makeup brand, Rare Beauty. So people were like, the Kylie Cosmetics, it doesn't really stand for anything, but Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez stands for like being true to yourself. Then Fenty Beauty, inclusivity, you see. So Kylie Cosmetics wasn't standing out anymore like back in 2016, 2015. Another like critique about the brand came during the Coty deal. So in 2019, Kylie sold like half of her company, 51% to be exact, to Coty. And when Coty acquired the brand, it acquired it for $600 million. If that's half the brand, now the whole brand will be worth $1.2 billion. So Forbes named Kylie the youngest self-made billionaire at that time. But after a while, Forbes took back that title of Kylie, calling her this youngest self-made billionaire. And that really shook up like her good image, and the brand is tied to her name, so any controversy surrounding her name would definitely like cause some cracks in the company, because unlike Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, her name is not directly tied to it. So any controversy surrounding Selena Gomez is not going to affect the brand. But now Kylie Cosmetics, her name is literally the brand name. So when people saw it as ingenuine, many people like question why do you call her self-made billionaire? Like her family name is famous, so definitely that caused it to that caused the brand to be successful. It was not like her own doing. And then also like when the Forbes basically said that she lied about the billionaire status, people questioned her because now they are basically calling her a liar. So people don't want to buy from her anymore. Another one is Kylie's personal scandals definitely caused like some people to question like if they really wanted to support the brand. So I don't know if you guys remember in 2023, the beginning, Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber were cancelled, because of mean girl behavior. Something like that tied to Kylie's name definitely shook up the brand because now people didn't want to support a mean girl. So you see things like that, Kylie's personal scandals. Also like Kylie, she made her relationships public. Those were in the media more than her brand was in the headline. So that overshadowed her brand. Now let's talk about the revival efforts of Kylie Cosmetics. Now after all that like signs of downfall, people were seeing Kylie Cosmetics going on downward spiral. Now there are some revival efforts that the company took, you know. Now, after facing oversaturation, competition, and personal controversies, Kylie Cosmetics began making moves to reclaim its like original position as the best celebrity makeup brand out there. Not just celebrity, but a makeup brand. Like final. One is product innovation and new formulas. Like after brand's decline, Kylie Cosmetics began rethinking its approach to beauty trends. One major shift was moving away from the body aesthetic. As I had mentioned, like the time when Kylie Cosmetics was started, the body aesthetic was in place, the bold lips. But now with time, as you guys know, trends change and now clean girl aesthetic is in. And you guys, as you have seen, like nowadays the makeup they're releasing, like skin tints, they are less like the in 2015 when everybody will wear like full coverage like foundation. So they are adapting to that. And also their skin tints, guys, I think they are very good because they are going viral on TikTok. So yeah, one day I would like to try them. Another one was authenticity. So Kylie nowadays uses her products on TikTok. So that gives people like an eye into like see, oh my god, so Kylie uses her products. Maybe these products are really good and people try them also. Yes, Kylie returned to more personal posts about her products, behind the scenes look and showing herself using her own products, showing authenticity fans craved. This approach helped rebuild trust as fans felt more connected to both Kylie and Kylie Cosmetics, her brand. Another one is leaning into nostalgia. So this is a big one, guys. Like recently, you guys have seen like the new lip kits, and in 2015 they were matte, but now to adapt to current like status of the beauty world, they release glossy versions of those original lip lip kits. So yeah, those are the things that first made the brand like big, and now they're leaning into that nostalgia of the OG fans, and now the new fans want to try because they were a thing back then. So also alongside lip kits, curated mini collections taps into the nostalgia. As guys, as I've told you, I didn't even know that they still released collections, but yeah, they still have mini collections like the Cosmic 2.0 collection. Yeah, so that taps into like the original thing that made Kylie Cosmetics so big, like the holiday collections, the mini collections, like the birthday collections, and now they are doing the collections again, so they are tapping into that nostalgia. Now guys, let's talk about where the brand is now. So, after a decade of hype, decline, and redemption, Kylie Cosmetics today occupies a stable, influential position in the beauty industry. Like, though it's not as big as it used to be, it's definitely somewhere, guys. It will always be like a thing. Like, even if, like, people don't talk about it any like that much. It's definitely still a big thing. Okay, for me, my main criticism of the brand is it still releases like too much products at a short amount of time. Like this year alone, they've released so many products, so they still definitely overwhelm the customers. Yeah. Now, my final thoughts. So, after looking back at 10 years of Kylie Cosmetics, I have personally loved watching the evolution of the brand. Guys, so now I'm reading, like I had written down so I don't miss anything. Kylie built something incredible. She didn't just create makeup, she created a cultural phenomenon. Looking at the brand today, I think it's stronger for lessons it has learned. There's new hype around the brand. I've seen so many TikToks of people talking about the skin tints, as I've just mentioned. Also, Kylie hinted at something to come in celebration of the 10-year anniversary of Kylie Cosmetics. You know, someone commented on her IG, almost 10 years of Kylie Cosmetics. Can't wait to see what you are preparing. And she replied with a winky face emoji. So she definitely has something coming, guys. And I can't wait to see. Thank you, guys. That was all it for this video. Tell me your thoughts. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.